Three Lions Moral Story. Once upon a time, in a large jungle, there lived three brave lions named Kain, Kawu, and Zara. The jungle was ruled by a wise and powerful king named Harley, who was also the father of these three lion brothers. Harley had been the king of the jungle for many years, but due to his old age, he was not as strong as he used to be. And it was time for him to pass on the mantle of the king to one of his sons. Harley had a difficult decision to make. He loved all his sons equally and couldn't decide who was worthy of being the next king. So, he called for a meeting with all the animals in the jungle to decide the rightful king.
Greetings, my fellow animals of the jungle. As you all know, I have ruled this jungle for many years. But now it's time for me to choose my successor.
May I suggest you that put your sons to test to determine the most worthy one, Your Majesty?
That's an excellent idea, Horton. I will give my sons various challenges, tasks to decide the most worthy one.
Father, I'm ready to take on any challenge you give me. Me too, Father. I'm ready to prove my worth.
Count me in, Father! I will show you that I'm the most deserving of the crown!
Very well. Your first task is to hunt and bring me the biggest prey you can find.
Kain, Kawu, and Zara set off into the jungle to complete the task. They hunted for hours, and eventually, they all returned with large prey.
Well done, my sons. Your next task is to roar as loud as you can to show your strength and power.
Kain, Kawu, and Zara all roared as loud as they could, shaking the entire jungle with their powerful voices.
Impressive. Your final task is to protect the cubs from danger.
The three brothers all protected the cows. Showing bravery and courage, Harley watched his sons carefully, wondering who would be the most worthy of the crown. One night, a fierce storm swept through the jungle, and everyone was terrified. The thunder and lightning were so intense that they set the jungle ablaze. Harley tried his best to protect all the animals, but in the chaos, a small deer got stuck inside a fallen tree, and it was crying for help.
My sons, there is a small deer trapped in the fire. We must save it.
Father, we should pray for the deer's soul. We cannot risk our lives for it.
I agree with Kawu. It's not worth risking our lives for a small deer.
I cannot just stand here and watch an innocent creature suffer. I must save it. Without hesitation, Kain jumped into the fire and the storm, risking his own safety to save the deer. He battled through the flames and the wind, and eventually, he managed to rescue the small deer and bring it to safety. Harley saw this and was filled with pride. He knew that Kain was the most worthy of his sons to be the next king of the jungle.
Kain, my son, you have proven yourself to be the most worthy of the crown. You are now the king of the jungle.
Thank you, Father. I will rule this jungle with bravery, kindness, and wisdom. And so, Kain ruled the jungle with a firm but gentle hand. He made sure that all the animals were safe and well-fed, and he protected them from any danger that came their way. Under Kain's leadership, the jungle flourished. The animals were happy, and there was peace and harmony throughout the land. Kain was a just and fair king, and he listened to the needs of all the animals, big and small. The jungle became a heaven for all creatures, and Kain's reign was looked upon as a golden age in the jungle's history.